The truth about being on testosterone in the UK, guys. All right, so full disclosure, there's two ways you can get on testosterone in the UK. So way number one is with the NHS. So to be clear, you need to be less than 8.2 nanomoles for 3 consecutive blood tests, as if you're lucky enough to be able to get a blood test in the very first place here in England. If you can do that, then you absolutely can qualify for TRT under endocrinology in the UK, and the only cost you're going to incur is really the price of your prescriptions. So that's quite a good thing. But the trouble with this here is there may be things that are causing your low testosterone in the first place, which are not being addressed really by this sort of band-aid treatment. So it may or may not help you as well as what you think. The other route is you can go the private route. Many men have been doing this, but it's very expensive. It's £100 to, I believe, like £150, £200 every single month. So that is, quite expensive for the average person, I would say, in the UK. And the issue is with the NHS, they give you this thing called Testogel. Testogel, it doesn't always resolve absolutely all of your symptoms of low T. And this is a real problem because it shuts off your natural production of testosterone while also not 100% really solving your problem. It might improve things slightly, but that's one of the only main ways they give you testosterone on the NHS. So if you want injections and all that stuff, the next thing, if you do want to go private, you have to know your stuff. So you have to know how to interpret blood work and stuff like that. And most of us are not doctors or endocrinologists. So you can go do research on YouTube and Google, but it becomes A, expensive, B, stressful, because now you have this job of trying to figure out all this stuff. So my advice is to try to just get to the bottom of why you have low testosterone. For many men, other than just pure age, if you're say 35 and you've got low testosterone, it could just be the hypothalamus just sending a signal down to your testes to shut things down because you're too stressed. So that means you may be working out too frequently, too intensely. If it's not that you're working out, it could be a number of different things. I'm not a doctor, but generally it's often that you're stressing the body too much through your diet, or your lack of sleep, or you're just not really taking account of all the stress in your life. And if you did that, you might see things get better without spending any money,